What's up, all you stars and studs? It's the 10th wonder of the world, Jake Smith.
It's time for everybody to let loose. My name's Joey Mayberry.
Well, some more than others.
Please tell me you know that reference.
I don't.
You don't know the Let Loose song?
No, what is that?
Let loose, baby, let loose. You're holding it together, baby. What's the use? Let loose. It's a Drag Race thing.
Oh, okay. I don't. Drag Race references aren't for me.
It pains me just because I know you enough to know you would love it.
I'll have to, if something works out career-wise for me, I will have to pay attention to it a lot. So
yes,
for advertising purposes. So we'll see. So
so happy because it's just like right up your alley because it's reality.
I know,
television.
like in theory, I should be a bigger fan of it because I do love some reality television.
And it's all the camp of pro wrestling.
Yeah.
And like
I think my thing is just like I have such a heavy Bravo/TLC schedule. So
give them 2 hours of your time each week. It's all.
But their shows are 2 hours to begin with. Like, I need to find out. Like one of the women on 90 Day Fiance had to wear a burkini, and she was not happy about it.
I don't even know what a burkini is.
It's like a burqa for swimming. But like honestly, honey, you're dating a Muslim man. What do you expect, sweetie?
Yeah.
It's just the Americans on the show always annoy me because they go to these countries and they're like, the culture is not what I thought. I was like, did you do any research? Like, like I was like, when I'm going to a different state, I'm doing research.
Literally, I already have like 3 states on my list of avoid these.
Yeah. Stupid people. I hate them forever. Guys, we're so sorry. Robbie and Raina could not join us this week. Raina's sister's water broke. So I know.
I don't mind straight people, but stop rubbing your sexuality
flaunting it. Ew. But yeah, congratulations, Auntie Raina. But yeah, we'll have them on eventually. But for now, you're stuck with us. So sad.
I know. Aren't we just the worst?
I know, but I am kind of hoping some people who listen to their show did tune in. And
if you're like, where are they? Go complain to them. Go complain.
Yeah. So, all right, okay. But guys, this is not the water breaking straight show. This is the show where Joey and I talk about women's wrestling.
Not the water breaking straight show.
Could you imagine like a podcast like that? When I just felt the ooze, I just knew.
See, that's a Power Rangers thing.
Yeah, I was thinking
the same thing. Oh my god, did you watch
Not yet, I'm watching it tonight.
I stayed up till 2 a.m. to watch it.
Was it good? Was it
oh, so worth it.
I feel like I'm gonna cry.
Maybe. There was one moment that might make
you
cry.
No. Okay. Did you see the there was like a promotional thing in LA or something for it, and they had Rita Repulsa, like Robot Rita, and a bunch of putties and Power Rangers do a choreographed dance routine.
No, please send me this link.
Also, yeah, I was peeing my pants. I was like, I would have done this at my wedding.
It needs to happen. Also, Robo Rita's story, so good.
I can't wait.
I love it.
I like Robo Rita's look. Like,
I like her look. Oh my god, just wait until you see how she came to be. Like, it was such a thing that I wasn't expecting.
I'm so excited, and I hope we get a toy of her. All right, so okay, guys. So this week we're talking about the week of August 18th, 2003.
My favorite week.
It's such a good week.
It's such a good week.
So good. Okay, so we're kicking off once again with Stacy Keibler. She's applying her makeup. She's like, maybe it's Maybelline.
Okay, I have to get your opinion on her outfit tonight for one specific piece only. What did you think of the choker?
I don't know. I don't love a choker, to be honest.
It was kind of like, it didn't look like it went with the rest of the outfit.
No.
The rest of it was kind of like Ashley Tisdale, and that was kind of like Monster High Goth doll.
Yeah. I'm not a big choker person, so like it was weird, but like also I think it was symbolic that she's being choked of her freedom.
Good God. Okay, trigger warning for everyone for this episode. If you don't like people being sexually harassed, You're in for an episode this week.
I mean, you should probably never listen to this show.
Okay.
That's the case.
First off, valid. But if I'm giving you a warning, it's extra this week.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh God. All right. So Test comes over. Oh, sorry guys. I felt a little gross, but I do love the way Test looks without wrist tape and elbow pads and just his trunks. But anyway, so
okay, we can go ahead and lull her just a little bit because Test is gorgeous.
I love Test. But he's like, Stacy, when I beat Scott Steiner tonight, you and I, we're gonna be back together. And she's like, oh no. And he's like, I know I've done a lot of rotten things before, and I was a terrible person, but this time things will be different. This time, I'm gonna treat you like the little slut that you are.
Oh.
I'm sorry? What?
Sir, this is a Wendy's.
And Stacey's just like, but also, okay. I love Stacey and will defend her all the time, but not for anything. You agreed to this match, Stacey.
She agreed to the match, but also, I'm just ready for it to be done because it's getting. I don't know.
A lot.
Yeah, I was sitting there. So we're watching this. I was watching this with Tyler, and he's just like, "What is going on?" I was like, hey, "You don't want to know, babe. It's a lot."
He just wants to treat her like the little slut that she is. That's what's going on. So
yeah.
So anyway, all right. So Trish Stratus is out for a match. And she's
for another title shot.
Another title, guys. Trish Stratus has another women's title shot. Why? We don't know.
It's the third week in a row, Trish has just gotten a random women's championship match.
Listen, Trish, we know you were upside down last week, so we're just gonna give you this match. You've been
upside down. Gail
bouncing
up. Molly.
Tricked her with a double X handle. So anyway,
you're sounding a bit like a Febreze commercial.
So
X handle.
So Trish is out. Trish is bringing the energy this week. I did love this little whip of her jacket she did.
I did like that.
I was like, this should be a regular. Or unless maybe she tries to do it every week, it just doesn't always land. But anyway, but she's got another shot. She's going for the gold yet again.
It's just again.
But to mix it up this week, we get a pre-taped interview from her. And she's like, so I keep getting asked what do I think about Molly as the new champ and Gail Kim. What's Gail Kim's problem? I'm trying to do a Canadian accent. It's not landing.
You're going real British.
I think I did a boot right. So.
It's sort of, what's Gail Kim's problem, Angelina?
I'm a great admirer. So she's like, I'll tell you what Gail Kim's problem is. Gail Kim's problem is me, but I'll deal with that another time. Tonight, it's one-on-one. It's one-on-one, and it's that simple. I'll be leaving Grand Rapids as the champ.
Yay, Grand Rapids.
Short, simple.
Yeah.
You get it? Yeah. It was good.
Trish cutting a good promo. Wow.
This made me laugh, and it shouldn't have. It wasn't even intentionally funny. But when Molly's coming out, Lilian Garcia's announcing her, but it takes a weird pause. She's like, the women's champion.
She just had to check. She's like, is the thing actually on? No, Lillian, wrong thing you're doing. So, so Molly, she works Trisha's mat. She works her mat. Yeah.
She works her mat.
It's mat wrestling.
Disney Channel original movie, Ticket to the Mat. So, Matt Hardy. Jesus, Matt. But Trish comes back. She nails a Fez press. Molly's definitely doing some technical stuff here.
There was some technical stuff. The spine buster was a pretty part of this match. Trisha's been hitting those spine busters pretty wicked.
I feel like she's really integrated that into her move arsenal. I also really enjoyed Trish was down on the mat and Molly grabbed her arm and did basically flipped all of her body weight and twisted Trisha's arm.
Yeah,
that was pretty brutal too. I liked that.
They all everything just kind of flowed well in this match. It was Nice. And then chaos happened.
Yeah. So it was, it actually wasn't a long match. They probably wrestled for about 2 minutes. Got as much as they could in there. Trish hits the beautiful spine buster, and all of a sudden, just like because the camera wasn't showing what was there, she's just like walking away from Molly, and Gail Kim's on the apron and gets a chick kick.
She did. So she got the nice little hit, and then Trish leaps over to the outside, and then I don't know how exactly this was done, to be honest. So she hits her with a clothesline on the apron, but she goes to the left-hand side and clotheslines her, but yet they still both fit on the apron. So Gail took the bump, and Trish is just like pressed up against her. I was like, how are you both standing here?
They like slimmed down into a sheet of paper, like.
Literally, what was it like? Was it Kate Moss or something on Family Guy? Where it's like, oop, crap.
Oh yeah. It's like someone left a window open. Yeah, I remember that. So yeah, that was really like bizarro. It was like a video game glitch.
That's what it felt like, because I'm sitting there going, "You are two grown adults. Like I've never seen. Like, how did you do this?"
Yeah. So Trish like runs back into the match right after that. Goes for a crossbody on Molly, and then Gail runs in, breaks up Molly's pinfall, and then she starts going after Molly.
Yeah, and like the crowd was just as confused as we were, because they were like, "What?
Trish is the blonde one." You
have the wrong number.
So yeah, she's like, but I loved this little brawl from them. It was vicious.
It was vicious. It's just out of left field. Everything they've been making Gail do is so out of left field. It's like, why is she? Who?
It's just like they're like, we have her, but we just don't know what to do. They're just trying to like avoiding explaining the Matrix thing every week continuously. They're like, writers' room, do you want to talk about the Matrix? Why don't we have Gail turn heel this week?
But she's not she just like doesn't like anybody as a thing.
Yeah, do you want to talk to Gail Kim? I don't know. Do you want to talk to Gail Kim? I don't know. So like, now you want to talk to Gail Kim? I don't know. So
if I get some Gail Kim for the table, will anybody else have?
Do you want to split a Gail Kim?
Yeah.
Can you itemize the Gail Kim? Thank you. But they brawl on the outside. Molly is like punches, like actually looked like they could like do some damage.
I'm not gonna lie, like I would put money on Molly Holly in a real fight. I think she might win.
Oh, one thing I did want to note about this match, there were a few weird spots with like, I don't know if like Trish was sandbagging Molly or what was going on, but Molly struggled to pick up Trish a few times in this match.
Well, there was that one time they were going for a shoulder breaker, and like even commentary was like, "Is she trying to tombstone her?" Like,
yeah, it was like what they're like. And then there was like another weird like side slam where like Molly like put her leg down first, and then like went back into it. I was like, "What's going on here?"
Maybe she just, I don't know. Sometimes you have an off night.
You know what? Maybe it's a new corset. She's not used to it. I don't know. So
I can't fight anybody without my side swoop.
But this brawl, this Gail Kim thing is so confusing. And I'm assuming Trish will get another title shot. So
I mean, why not? She's lost now three of them already.
This one ended in a DQ, so it's time for another one. So, all right, whatever. We love Trish, so we're fine with that.
It's fine, but like legit.
Yeah, it's confusing. Yeah, there's other women who work here. So
again, and you dropped the ball with Ivory.
So all right, it is now time for the Stacy's Services match. In the
brought to you by Castro GTX High Mileage.
In the like straight man written results, like I go to like find what happened with the women each week.
No.
They advertised this match as the sex slave match. I was like, what? I was like, I hate 2003. So,
I hate men.
Men are the worst. Men, please go away.
Why am I attracted to you?
I hate everything about you.
We were legit riding in the car the other day. It was me, Tyler, and Marcos, and that came on, and we were jamming like that 70s show. Like just
yes. I loved that song. My two favorite songs in 2004 were that song and Come Clean by Hilary Duff.
Yes. Okay, hold on. What is your favorite 3 Days Grace song?
Probably that one or Animal I've Become.
Animal I Have Become is mine.
Just because it was in like the video games, so it's like I'm on the select a screen menu, like just like going between Stacy or Torrie Wilson.
I can't escape.
So Stacy is out for the Stacy Services match. And then during the match, Tess gets injured, and I jumped up and started clapping because I was like, yes, the storyline has to end!
No, I knew it was going to happen. I didn't even remember what happened, but I knew it was going to happen.
I knew Tess won this match, but like I honestly didn't remember really what happened. And then I was like, oh no, he's going to strike. And Tess is like actually like selling. He's like, damn it! I'm like, and
like he was really selling it. I would believe him.
And like there were a few dum-dums in the audience who like clapped when the referees helped him up. like, oh yeah, he's a trooper. Oh yeah.
But that was not the highlight of what happened though. The highlight of what happened is when he stands up and boots Steiner and gets the 1, 2, 3, and Stacy on the apron just goes, no.
I was cracking up. Like her choker like snapped off. Like
you done made her bust her choker.
So Tess, he feigned injury and big booted Steiner, and no, Stacy is now his servant. Her slut. I don't know what this is. But
you're just naming off all these things that I know a ton of gay men would be like, sign me up.
I'll be put me on the line. Tess like drags Stacy to the back by the hand, and like he's like, oh yeah, all mine now, baby. Oh yeah.
And she's just looking back at Steiner like, come back.
My favorite part is like Scott Steiner's like not even comprehending like that he lost. He's like, what's going on? I'm not the most smartest. What's happening? Like,
who's this woman?
Who's she? Who's Stacy? So
wait.
Stacy Keibler is now property of Test. I even hated like when they were coming out and like Test hoping to regain Stacy Keibler. I'm like, she's not a belt.
She's not, and I don't like that they're not putting emphasis on managerial services.
They're not
like they were the first one.
No, at least the first time we're like, who's gonna be Stacy? Gonna be the manager of? Now it's just like who gets to harpoon her? Like it's just like gross.
Oh. Also, why is my first thought that quote from White Chicks? Like, somebody put shampoo back in the
oh my god. So all right. So Stacy's there. And then we get an update from Linda McMahon, who's in her office. I just love that she had like the neck brace displayed on her desk also. She's like, well, JR, I do have 2 herniated discs, and I have been going to therapy, and I'm optimistic I won't need surgery. And she also fills us in the news we all needed to know. She has to wear the neck brace while sleeping and driving.
Oh my god.
I've been waiting. This is the only reason I watch Raw.
I forgot that she got tombstoned. I forgot.
The new Raw intro is just like her taking off her neck brace. Let's get it out. It's like her sleeping. So then her doorbell just starts like ringing repeatedly.
Ding dong. Ding dong, ding dong.
I'm not sure if you can hear this, but my doorbell is ringing. And someone is ringing my doorbell incessantly.
Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong.
And then the door rings opposite. She just goes, how did you get in? And it's Eric Bischoff. And this made me mad.
This was all types of creepy.
Well, no. This made me mad because he leaps through the Raw magazine with Lita on the cover, spoiling things for us.
I know.
I was like, you assholes. Like,
it's an Easter egg.
So he's like, yeah, Shane's in Grand Rapids. And he's like, Linda, you look exceptional this evening, and strokes her arm. And then he's like, neck braces are so cumbersome.
Are they?
And then he's like going through, this made me laugh. He's like looking around her desk and like, she's like, Eric, these are my personal things. It's a blank pad.
It's a blank.
I was like, you have nothing written down.
So like, can we do a sum up of this whole thing?
I didn't. I honestly, I fast forwarded because I didn't care.
Same, but like I watched through most of it, and basically he's like, I'm gonna satisfy you, and he's just trying to hit on Linda McMahon. The whole time I'm sitting there watching this thing is the same thing that I'm watching whenever I see Stephanie's stuff on SmackDown of like, that's your boss.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
why is this happening?
Like I was like, why is this okay?
Or just like, why aren't you fired?
Well,
like,
especially when he forces a kiss on her.
Yeah, I'm like, why is it like a few weeks ago, like just a few weeks ago, he was in the ring begging her not to fire him.
Yeah.
And now you're forcing yourself on her and she's not doing anything about I don't understand.
She doesn't have her neck brace on. She can't. So.
Oh, she can't think. No.
Yeah, she's like, my powers. So
am I sleeping?
Oh, Connecticut. So oh. so okay, yeah. So
Connecticut is also where Let Loose comes from.
Connecticut. So anyway, so that's what happens there. So then more creepy.
God.
Test is in the back with Rico
and Steven Richards. Rico.
And he's like, come on, Stace, you gotta get up there. It's time for my lap dance party, boys.
And Rico's all for it. I'm real confused.
I was like, so what? Also, I'm confused that Steven Richards is into it because isn't he like fully into Victoria?
I don't think he's into women. Like he's just crazy.
These were the wrong two. I would have maybe put like, I don't even know if they're like Garrison, Kate, and Mark Jindrak. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know if they're bad guys.
Sure. Is like, Trevor Murdoch a thing right now? Is he around?
No, I don't think he's there yet. But like anything who is like anyone who like is not a character, like generic hetero man.
Yeah, put them
any one of them.
Maven,
yeah, like anyone. But like, so Stacey just like she gets up and she's just like, he's like, turn your face around. No one's looking at that. And she's just like unenthusiastically like dancing.
Yeah, she like does a spinty drop twerk.
To be fair, there's no music, so like you know, if like she had popped on, like, don't you just want to dance? Dance. Like, don't you just want to, you know? Yeah, but it's creepy and weird, and I'm not sure why Rico's so into it.
That was I don't understand.
Guys, I don't want this Raw to exist anymore.
No, this was a Raw that did.
I hated it.
Yeah. Honestly, this whole week, with the exception of like maybe 2 moments, I'm kind of like, this was a week, y'all.
Yeah. So, all right, let's go over to SmackDown.
SmackDown. Matt Hardy.
So, Torrie Wilson is out dressed as Scary Spice with Billy Gunn.
Yay.
Ah!
Girl power.
Equalization, you know, man. So, blah, 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 girl power. So, and then Nidia's out with Jamie Noble because Noble and Billy Gunn are going to be tag partners for this match against the Bashams.
The Bashams. Who Also, when they walked out, the Bashams and Shaniqua this week, this was the most formidable, like, put together that I think they've looked so far.
I think they really like rehearsed. Well, first of all, that shot from behind, I just loved with like really like Shanique was in the middle, and like I just love that she's taller than them too with her heels. So like it just like it looks so much like more, and she pulled their belt buckles together. She's like rub cocks, like hey, so, bash them. So,
oh my god, if you started a website called Basham Bros right now,
it's gonna be up by the time someone finishes listening to this.
God,
Basham. So
and someone's gonna start like an Instagram of us called Basham Bros, and it's just gonna be our thirst traps.
Absolutely into it.
Please.
Pass though. But anyway, so Taz comes. Taz was singing like, "Hey, I thought of something. Jamie's got a gun." I was like, "What? Like what? That made you no?" So, you know,
okay, Taz, good for you.
Sure, Taz, good for you. So Shaniqua gets really involved in this match. And she like Jamie Noble does his like weird pin flip over thing, and she grabs Jamie's hands and yanks him out of the ring.
Should have been a DQ, but okay.
Yeah, should have been a DQ. Was not for whatever reason, because it was noticeable because she like tripped over her heels too. Like,
well, the ref watched her do it. Like she pulled him out of the ring.
And Torrie and Nidia come together, and they're like, So they attack Shaniqua from behind. Shaniqua literally shrugs it off and clotheslines the shit out of both of them.
Yep, and they just lay like roadkill. They're done.
They're dead. So it's that meme of Sofia Vergara at the wrestling. I think they are dead. Like so
I love Sofia Vergara.
So do I. I'm a big fan. I really like her. So yeah, but then the Bashams they switched, which wasn't believable to me. So
because you're like, which one's Nikki?
I was like, they don't. I don't think they look alike, and they have different body types. So I was confused. So anyway, but like so
they look enough like twins.
I guess. Whatever.
It's kind of like how Kurt Hawkins and what's his name?
Oh yeah,
Ryder used to be like twins.
Yeah. Oh my god. So anyway, so they win, and the Bashams, you know, like it's just chaos. And they leave everyone a mess again except Jamie Noble. But yeah, another dominating week of Shaniqua and the Bashams.
Yeah. Also, I don't think I like the whip used as a weapon. Like,
no, I don't either. I don't think it's believable.
No, at least not in the way they used it.
It should, unless it has like metal shit on the end of it, that'd be cool, kind of. But
yeah,
like Catwoman whip, like. So, well, speaking of Sable is in the back.
It's me,
Sable, and she sees someone. A-Train, and A-Train comes over, and he's like. She's like, I have been waiting for you.
Me too.
Yes, the same. You are very impressive. You think? I know you're going to beat off the Undertaker this Sunday.
Oh.
You can count on it, baby. And then Sable pushes him against the wall and just like starts like rubbing her hands through his fur.
And he like does the grunts and the moan.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, ejaculating.
Yeah,
like he's like, it's very porny.
It's very sexy too. Yeah. I was like, not me sitting here being like, get some water. Like,
and she's like, but that's not all. Mr. McMahon wanted me to personally thank you for what you did to Stephanie. He appreciates it, and so do I. And she pulls her room key out of her
57.
And like rubs his chest, and she's like, it's the penthouse. See you later. And then he like licks the room key, and he's like, oh my god.
I'm not gonna lie, I was way too hot and bothered.
So was I. I was like, oh my god, no, like not. I feel like when I was that age, I was probably like ew, A Train. Now I'm like, oh, A Train,
Daddy,
yeah,
Daddy,
derail me. So, so,
I was just like, let's just find all these boxes and check them all off.
Yeah.
Right now.
This was good. So,
This was good.
This was good.
Oh,
And
since we're talking about doing a collab with Ring the Bells soon, we can just put DS's like little stratified thing here. That whoa,
yes, that's perfect. So, all right, guys. Well, we have a pay-per-view this week, so it's time for SummerSlam. Lilian Garcia sings the national anthem.
I fast forwarded through it.
Yeah, we've heard it. We love it. Great.
Those ramparts are still ramparting.
I will say she showed up this week not as an Old Navy girl, but as a diva. I loved the like red metallic like leather top she had on. I was into it.
I did enjoy it.
I was like SummerSlam.
SummerSlam's good. It's still not as good as Derail Me.
Derail Me. So all right. So speaking of getting derailed, Sable is out with A Train again for his match with The Undertaker.
She's not really out with him. Like he's about a good solid 50 feet.
She's like, oh shit. I will say, so I know we've knocked him before, but I actually like this bell bottom outfit.
Yeah.
This one worked for me.
This looked very Mickey James.
Yes, it did. It had the cutouts and stuff. And like I loved the white pattern. And her hair is like straight. She looked great. Like,
let's be real. There hasn't really been a time that Sable hasn't looked great.
Really, there isn't. Like she's legitimately always perfect. So anyway, so there's the match. I guess the Undertaker wins.
You done it now.
Well, my big mistake. And I can't allow you to vote for LGBTQ rights.
Oh, too real.
Too real. You're gonna pray. You're gonna pray.
No.
So, all right. So,
not a fan.
The Undertaker is gonna attack A Train after the match, and Sable comes in. And she's like, and she like starts like rubbing like Undertaker's chest. Undertaker's really in shape also in this match.
Yeah, I mean he's.
I guess like I never really think of Undertaker as like being someone who's in shape, but he is.
He is.
I guess because like I'm like he's dead. Like, like so I don't know, but like But then she's like rubbing his like rib tape, and she's like, "Ooh, like
injuries."
So,
and then you have a PPO.
So Undertaker is just like not into it and grabs her by the throat, and then like turns and smiles at the ramp, and Stephanie McMahon's music hits.
I loved it.
This was great. This is my favorite moment of SummerSlam 2003, and it's pretty much all I remember from that pay-per-view. So
I didn't remember anything about this. The only thing I remembered was it looked a lot like that SummerSlam set where Beth Phoenix won her number one contendership.
Yes. Yeah. So Stephanie comes out. She looks great. Black top, black pants, simple, perfect. Runs down the ramp and lets loose on Sable.
Let loose, Stephanie, let loose.
And she's like slapping, and then like A Train grabs Sable's foot and like drags them both across the ring. So but A Train saves Sable, but Stephanie McMahon is back.
And okay, go back and watch it and just giggle, because I don't know if you caught it. Undertaker's music lined up with everything Sable was doing.
Wait, like in what way?
You're gonna made a big mistake. I can't allow you to think you just walk away. And she's like walking away, like
turn around. down.
That was the next
part. Face the pipe, because the end is now.
This is gonna be a judgment day. The end is near.
Your judgment day. Okay, so yeah, so I'm actually, this is like some of the only in-ring action we get of the women tonight. So
yeah,
that's why I hate SummerSlams usually. It's one of my least favorite pay-per-views, to be honest, just because historically there's not a lot of women stuff. So
there's not, but like not anymore.
Not anymore, thank God.
Thanks to Trish Stratus. She told us on Monday.
Mm-hmm. So Eric Bischoff is in the back icing his face, and Terry comes over. How you feeling?
She did.
You good? So
girl just straight up was like, "Hi,
hi there." And Bishop's like, "Are you stupid or blonde or both?" And she was like, "All right, bye." And then she's like leaving, and Linda McMahon's coming in. Linda, how you doing? And Linda's like, "I'm fine. I'm fine."
I'm so confused at everything. I figured she would have fired him in this segment or
but
something.
Instead, she comes over and like Eric Bischoff's just like, Linda, I know you can save me and turn me on. I just want you to father my young.
We can get a crack and chiropractor.
I'm glad Nicki Minaj has worked her way into the show. So,
yes.
Like it's 2 episodes in a row. Sorry, so Linda is not listening, and she just slaps that bag of ice into his face.
I didn't understand, but I would have loved Victoria to run in. Just like, save your ice cubes.
I want to save this segment. So yeah, but that is the amazing women's involvement of SummerSlam 2003.
Whoa!
What the fuck? So I wish they would have done something with, I don't know, Gail Kim or something. I don't know.
Well, I think after this week, we should go ahead and make a PSA that sexual harassment is wrong and should never be done.
What was going on this week? So much sexual harassment.
So much sexual harassment and so much sexism. This was a rough week for women.
And
two of them own the company.
Like, what the fuck? I don't get it.
I like going back and watching some of this stuff and seeing like today's political climate, and I'm like, I watched this as a child.
This is normal. I was actually talking to someone tonight, and the first time I met her, she's great. She actually like works in podcasting.
Cool.
She's great. I love her. And the first time I met her was at a Beyonce themed birthday party, and she was wearing like alien nipple pasties and like her boobs were out. She's amazing. And she was like, "Yeah, you probably thought it was so weird and stuff like that." I was like, no, I grew up thinking like just wearing handprints as a top was normal for women. Like,
it
is it not? So
wait,
Mr. McMahon can't do anything about this. So tits out for all the boys.
out.
So oh my god, yeah, so that's everything this week.
That is everything
we
this week.
cannot deal with any more sexual harassment.
It's exhausting. Like this week I watched through clips quicker than I've watched through any other week,
I think so too. Like there was just a lot of cringe. So and I was just like, I'm usually very proud to promote this podcast, but this week scares me.
If we don't get many viewer counts this week, we're not gonna be upset.
Yeah, no, it's fine. All right, well guys, so figure this was supposed to be about Bella Twins figures, but
figure this.
Figure this. So oh, you know what? I have something we can talk about.
But I brought my Brie Mode bear.
We love her.
We love
do.
Brie Bear.
We
I
love
talk
Brie
about her way too often on this podcast.
And like, I also like gave myself a Charlie horse somehow, and I'm like
Oh.
trying to like discreetly get rid of it, but it's not really working.
So I once had a Charlie horse, and it like pulled like different rhythms out of my leg.
Ooh,
So it was more of a Charlie XCX horse, but that was a reach of a joke. Don't
boom,
laugh.
clap!
I got the boom clap.
So I did have something. So they did have this on display, and I know there's another one, but at Access they had this very cool Nitro stage, and it's like $400 fucking dollars. But like it does look very cool. Like it has like real LED lights and like it's really cool. And I know they made like a retro stage, like with like neon lights and stuff like that. But like Joey, what if you would shell out that kind of money for a stage? What stage would you want made?
There's two that immediately come to mind. Number one, SmackDown Fist.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, SmackDown Fist stage, I would pay some money for. And then I want to say it was Backlash. Old school. With the swingy hooks.
Hell yeah. That would be so cool.
Yeah, that was my faves.
I don't know anyone who doesn't like the Backlash stage. Like,
I missed it. It was just so cool. It was like,
do you think they're going to bring it back in Puerto Rico?
No.
It's probably gonna be like a giant like Bad Bunny head, and like the mouth opens and people come out of it like
I'm just wanting at this pay-per-view. I know they're doing like things, but please have Adam Rose's Bunny come out and attack Bad Bunny. Just
that would be so good.
I would pay money.
I'd be so fun. That was almost 10 years ago. Isn't that wild?
That's insanely wild.
For me,
Sable.
I would love to see a stage of grief. I don't know. Actually, I mean, like, I feel like when I used to play with my kids.
My kids. You have children's?
Thank God, no. No one's water is breaking here. So,
the shade.
No, but like I think like I would do like probably one of the classic pay-per-view stages. Also, I'd love like a WrestleMania 17 stage. Like, I thought because that was the first time they really busted out Minitrons too.
And you're a sucker for the Minitron.
I love a good Minitron. I was obviously obsessed with China's like green pyrotechnics Minitron. I was just like, kill, look at them go. So like,
love.
So I would definitely want that. Or the King of the Ring giant chair. I did.
Ooh, what about Invasion?
Ooh, that would be fun with like the V.
Yeah.
I did make my own King of the Ring stage. Like we had like a chair from like, cause like, you have like children's furniture when you're like growing up and you have like a table that's not human size. We still had that. So I used that chair as like my King of the Ring stage.
As you should.
The only use for it. Like, so that was our King of the Ring stage.
That's your King of the Rings. But I also have an update. I got some figures.
Give us the deets.
My lovely husband got me the Bianca Becky 2-pack.
Ooh, they're pretty.
They are. I like Becky's ponytail, but the rest of her is just
basic.
Bianca's in her pink gear. She's kind of
I'm surprised they give her the tattoos on the basic.
Oh, she's had them on all the basics.
Oh,
like even her first one.
No,
the thing that's weird though to me is so look at their necks and their shoulders. So like Becky stands straight.
Oh.
Bianca's like hunched.
Maybe she has scoliosis.
That's what it looks like. I mean, I'm surprised they capture that in a basic. But
new scoliosis Bianca Belair.
I'm on my own. A crooked spine.
Stunt action scoliosis.
Wow. That one got me. You got the same face I made at that comment is the face I was making when Eric Bischoff was stroking Linda McMahon's hair.
So sprayed. Nothing's moving.
So sprayed.
So gross.
That's the noises I would have made with A-Train.
Gross. See a cellar line.
I love that we've officially run out of things to talk about.
Yeah, guys, for a pay-per-view episode, these are really usually pay-per-view episodes are longer ones, but we're at that time when WWE has decided we don't care about women. This week they literally don't because they're just sex objects apparently. So
literally,
oh my God, we have not had a Joey drop in a minute, guys. We have not had a Joey drop in a minute. Oh no, now I can't hear your audio. Wait, hello?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Phones
now I can't. Oh, your headphones are dying? Okay. Guys. All right, okay. Well, then there's that. So I guess we'll get to the
few minutes to the pod.
Well, okay. Well, let's get to the part where we wrap it up since Joey is dying. Guys, we'll go out of order this week. You guys can follow me at not Jacob Smith on Instagram, and Jake isn't Jacob on Twitter. Joey, where can people follow you?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, you can follow me at Joey_Mayberry on Instagram and Twitter, Joey.Mayberry on TikTok. Check out my YouTube. And also, if you want to see me wrestle, I will be in the Chicagoland area at Chicago Style Wrestling on Friday, Northland Pro Wrestling on Saturday, and All-Star Lucha Libre on Sunday.
So hot.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw all those posters you were posting, and I was like, he is doing it.
I'm doing the thing. Also, it's these headphones. They're like, there's something wrong with them, so they keep triggering my phone's voice control. I don't know.
That bitch? No.
No, it's been driving me crazy, especially at the gym, because I'll be like in the middle of like running, and then it's like, do you want to ask Siri something? Like, fuck off! Like,
no, bitch.
Yeah.
All right. Guys, please follow our show too, golden_pod on Instagram, on Twitter, and on YouTube. And also be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the podcast. Leave us a review. 5 stars is the best. Helps us move up in those power rankings. Joey, anything else?
Jesus, Matt, they already said this in the episode.
All right, guys. Have a great week, and please get derailed.